Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our review of AGT All-Stars. This is episode 3. There were things that probably made your jaw hit the ground in this episode, but you know what? Not all of them are due to the super fan vote, but some of them probably are. What are you doing, super fans?
Also, Simon Cowell drove up the clown car in this episode tonight and just started bringing everybody in with all these X's over and over again. It was something else. Like, he was just like guns a-blazing, kick down the door. What's good, everybody? Like, it's shocking whenever there's something like champions or all-stars and people are getting X'd, and so many in one episode. It was crazy.
Simon, do we need to revisit the take from a couple of episodes ago when I said that this show doesn't need judges? We can try to make that happen.
Yep.
All right, we got so much to get into in this episode. The golden buzzer from Mike E. Winfield, Bir Khalsa, KG with Saki. There's a lot of fun, a lot of controversy, but hit that subscribe button now. Preferably don't hit it with the sledgehammer. We don't want to, break anybody's computer here, but we have more AGT All-Star coverage on the way.
Also, we've been covering Criminal Minds here at the channel. The Last of Us, that just aired last night. It is excellent. So if you haven't seen that review, head over there, check that out. Follow us over on Instagram, Matt and Jess TV. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Jess, this is Matt, and let's get into it.
Okay, I just think we need to get our weekly anger at the superfans out of the way right now. And this is going to sound like mad hypocritical given that, in the thumbnail for this picture, I am holding a saxophone. I used to be former all-area saxophone player in the middle of nowhere, Texas. I was not as good as Avery Dixon. I'm just saying that.
Oh man,
right now.
He's so good.
He is really, really good. But this is sort of just the here is that as much as, I love Avery, I think Avery's going to have a great career. I could see him, in a big, brass band or on SNL, like being a part of their studio band or something like that. I don't think he's there yet. Like, what I'm looking for with All-Stars are entertainers who right now I would drop a lot of money to go and see. And for me, there are a couple of acts who did not advance who I would do that with over Avery. I'm sorry I said it, but it had to be said. I still love you, Avery. Great story, great performer, but we have to grade everyone as equals.
Yeah, I think this is just a tough episode because there were so many X's. I mean, there were some acts like Dustin's Dojo. I mean, they're the first golden buzzer recipients ever. And I'm looking at this just being like, I feel like I'm watching somebody's cringy parents trying to impress people. This was so awful to watch. I am sorry. I did not enjoy this act whatsoever. And maybe it's my age. I'm a 47-year-old lady. I'm not here for this. But the fact that it got a golden buzzer, the first one ever, I'm surprised that they went forward and gave any more golden buzzers, that they were just like, oh, this gimmick isn't working. I think we should do something else. No.
Okay,
cringy.
Welcome to Dustin's Dojo Island, everyone. Okay, I'm not gonna say I liked it tonight. I'm not gonna say I like this performance.
Maybe it is my age.
No, I liked the first performance that they got to go, but here's why. It was unexpected, and it was so stupid. It was just, there was something about it then that was funny. Bringing it back now, this is the equivalent of somebody scoring a fluky touchdown in a high school football game and then trying to recreate it like 10 years later when you're slow and nobody cares anymore.
Listen, I think maybe part of it for me also is just that we have Cobra Kai out there and Eagle Fang Karate, which is kind of like, the silly, fun, but still good karate going on where there's the jokes and they hit. Yeah. It's just, no. Just no.
They bring me it.
Yeah, no, I'm not into it.
Okay, the first act here that really should have moved on over Avery is just Keiji Iwasaki. This hits everything in the world that I love. I mean, he's from Japan. I love Japan. I love Japanese entertainment. I love his energy, his tone. He's fast-paced, he's funny, he's unique. There was his personality, I think, was really, really infectious. You know, I used to watch Britain's Got Talent with a little bit more regularity, so I hadn't really watched it as of late. I was not that familiar with him, and he just, like, he blew me away, and I was just like, isn't this what you want from a magician AGT franchise? And to not even put him in the top 3 with a less impressive magic act in the top 3.
Oh, that other magic act took a long time to get there. Like, by the time Simon was buzzing, I was already kind of like, this needs to move along. Like, when, you know, am I going to be sort of mesmerized and feeling like really into it? Like, it just wasn't there. But he was there. That ring trick was so good. I was mesmerized.
Yeah, he got to the point. He sold it really well. His enthusiasm. It's just like, I would pay to see him, and I would pay to see him in a heartbeat, because I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, if you just did a ring trick, you did like 3 or 4 other really cool things within a tiny, tiny amount of time. I can't imagine what you would do in like a half-hour show.
Okay, let's talk about people that can take my money, and it's Bir Khalsa. These guys were so good. Listen, I love danger acts, and I've said it a million times on here, and there's been some really good danger acts. I have never seen a danger act like this where I was legit terrified from home. I can't even imagine what the audience was like, which is why I'm just like, take my money, man. I'm coming to see you wherever you are. It was so intense. Like, I actually found myself kind of like looking away, but can't look away, pouring salt in their eyes, blindfold, sledgehammer, chainsaw. Like, it was everything that I want from a danger act where I actually felt danger. The only thing I have to say is, manager, listen, I understand you're the manager, but you're not the star of this. So having him sort of be there as much as he was, it was a little bit much. Like, even going back to Terry, there's the manager, and, you know, introducing the group, and here's the manager, and at the end, here's the man. Like, you're not the star. No.
I mean, first of all, get the manager out of there. You know, nobody cares that the manager is there on TV or whatever. I don't need that. Instead of having him talk, I want to just listen to, you know, that giant dude who is there, who's like 2 feet taller than everyone else in the group. And of course, they make him be the one who just sort of lies down. Like, that's his big job, lies down and almost dies while other people hammer around him.
That hammering part, I mean, you guys saw the thumbnail. I'm holding a sledgehammer, and listen, I have very weak arms. So, like, you know, take that for what you will, but they are really heavy.
Yeah.
So to have him going around the stage like that for that long, swinging that sledgehammer, to me is impressive on its own. Not killing, watching these guys try to not kill each other on stage, I'm saying, take my money. I will see you wherever you are. 10 out of 10. I love you guys.
Here's where I'm in a debate, because I do not doubt their talent. I think they are extraordinary.
It's wild.
I love danger acts, but there's also this part of me that's like, am I too anxiety ridden to actually go and see them live? Like, would I have a heart attack at some point while watching? I would be so scared of like something terrible happening to them with either, I don't know, a hammer, a chainsaw, a whatever it is. Those like spikes that they have. It's like, I would just be so worried.
Oh, that whole audience looked like they were having an anxiety attack collectively. It was something else. It was crazy.
Okay, so the golden buzzer here, you know, as much as I will contend the choice of Avery, I have no issue with Mikey Winfield getting the golden buzzer. I think he's really, really funny, and I think
so funny.
Comedy is really, really hard, and I think the struggle with comedy is like, you have to make it look like it's not hard at all. You have to make it look like, you know, hey, I'm just up here, you know, chatting with everybody, you know, hearing my jokes. This is my step man. He sucks. It's like, you got to find a way. you got to find a way to really like sell all this. And he's so smooth. And by the way, this guy he's been doing this for 20 years. Like, I'm like 36. This guy looks at least like 5 or 10 years younger than me. It's like, how are you able to pull this off, man?
No, he's so good. Like, and it was even interesting to hear Howie be like, I've asked you to open for
Yeah.
me and you're so busy, like you're just unable to even do that. Like this guy is cracking right now.
Yeah.
So it's really like cool that he came back to the show when he's so like he's just popping everywhere right now.
Yeah, and I this is the sort of story that I really, really like, and I'm not taking away from the sadder stories, but it felt like Simon gave him the golden buzzer. I mean, one for his act, but two, what he said after the act, where he was just sort of like, I've been doing this for so long, I haven't had a break. I finally have. It's like some sort of break here. So of course I'm going to work my butt off to try to get something out of it. And I said last week Detroit Youth Choir is probably winning this season. I'm still going to stand by that, but I feel like Mike, he might be able to win in another way. Maybe he gets a job on a sitcom or something after this.
Oh, for sure. His star is just going to keep rising. It's really hard to find really good comedians that not only can like hit their marks for all their jokes, but make it feel effortless, like it's flowing, like you're just having a conversation, you're just telling a funny story and have that charisma. And he has all of it. He is a package.
I want to watch Stepman the series. Give it like a 13 episode order. Put it on NBC and it's just like him and his stepman like fighting with each other. I'm in. I think this episode overall, it was very sort of hit or miss. Like, there are other acts that I think were good. It's like, Viviana was good as an aerialist, but it's just like we already had Aiden. We already had, the awesomeness of Alan Silva. It's just like it was hard for anyone else to pop.
Yeah, there's a lot of aerialists on this season for sure. And I mean, obviously they do well. I mean, we've got a few danger acts that have gone through with Bellow Sisters and Aiden. Like we don't need more.
Yeah,
and if Alan Silva's not going through, like it's enough.
I'm still, I'm still praying to the AGT gods here that there's some sort of, wild card, something else down the road. But, those are the standouts to us. So for you guys, who did you like the most from AGT All-Stars this week? Do you want to take a sledgehammer to all of the super fan votes out there for their choices? Let us know. And of course, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. We'll see you here next time.